you think you deserve a little more? I'm Leslie Miller, and this is More One Life to Live, your exclusive passport to the bedrooms, boardrooms, and back alleys of Llanview's hottest stars.
The season finale is going to be out of control.
Buckle up. More has the exclusive scoop on One Life to Live's jaw-dropping Season 1 climax.
Oh my God. Hi. So excited to see you.
Melissa Archer spills the beans on her four-legged family and why you better not mess with Texas. And your exclusive first look at the mother of all cliffhangers.
Ready or not, here I come.
Okay, One Life to Live fans, we admit it. We've been keeping a secret from you. Next week's episodes are so mind-blowing, so riveting, so devilishly delicious, we wanted to scream it from the rooftops. And finally, we can start talking about it. I mean, they're drugging Clint. No wonder he's been a whack job. And as we found out in this more exclusive, the only thing more fun than watching Clint's wild ride to Crazy Town is playing it.
Oh, shut up, you...
Clint's crazy behavior, the core reason I still think is that he's got Asa problems.
If you're a new watcher, Asa was Clint's and Beau's ruthless, domineering father who passed away in 2007.
And he could be wearing a wristband that said, what would Asa do? And in every situation, he would look at it and probably do something stupid.
He's a cheat and always will be. And as your father, I know what's best for you.
The trouble that he's having with Vicky and getting her to the altar, I think it makes him crazy.
Why do you think you get to decide what is best for me?
I am not trying to control you.
Like many people in real life, these two people have found a virtue has turned into a vice. For Clint, it is protection of family, where other people see it as meddling.
Now let me in.
No!
I can always force my way in.
From Vicky's point of view, she thinks it's pride.
And I can always call the police.
This happens a lot where a virtue in middle age, when you get past middle age, sometimes turns into something bad.
Speaking of bad, well, everyone in Llanview is mortified by Clint's out-of-control behavior.
Get your hands off me!
Verdorn is tickled pink.
Not coffee, scotch! I want to dance!
No, I don't want coffee, I want scotch.
I want to dance!
Which is just an absurd mental image for Clint to be doing this in his condition. And then to take a slug at this bouncer who's 40 years his junior, 6'4". I said, really, are you serious? I'm going to do this?
But Jerry says even hardcore Clint fans aren't sure he'll bounce back from rock bottom this time.
They also believe that at the core, the guy's a good and decent man who cares about his family and other people. But they also realize you might have a drinking problem.
I have had a drink or two, maybe even 3.
You might have some emotional problems.
Just get the hell out of my way!
That's enough.
But they're always, in the back of their minds, I think he'll recover. But this might test that strength because he goes so cuckoo.
Oh, Clint, what is wrong with you?
They're going to be hard-pressed to say, how are you going to get back? How are you going to reel him in?
Here's to me.
Later in the show, Jerry is going to give more viewers an exclusive clue about next week's finale. But first, what do you think's going to happen at the Man of the Year Awards? Email us, tweet us, or leave us a comment on our Facebook page. We'll find out next week who got it right. All right, TNB fans, we know what you're thinking. Who can possibly think about Man of the Year when the man of Blair's dreams is out of her life? We get it, but come on, there are other people who live in Llanview. Let's crack the mailbag and see where everyone's head is at. The pro Arturo and Danny army grew 1 member stronger this week.
I actually like Danny and Arturo. Danny really needs to explore their options in Llanview. As for Arturo's mystery, it should add a very intriguing element to the story.
The Buchanan boys were feeling the love too, as @LB329 tweeted, "Love the Buchanan men. Jerry Verdorn continues to be amazing, and Rob Gorey was awesome in the hospital scenes." And who knew a foot could get so many people talking? Atrium 347 couldn't believe Jeffrey has that creepy tattoo. What? Well, another fan voiced what all of us were thinking. Ow, that must have hurt Jeffrey's foot. Finally, Kim from New Haven had some words of wisdom for all you Todd and Blair fans out there. Gorgeous work by Cassie and Roger. T&B are never over, so we'll just have to wait and see what's next. That's right, Kim. Stay positive. The Moore team is so buzzed about the twists and turns on One Life to Live, we feel like Clint after his 11 a.m. Scotch run. Sit back and enjoy this week's greatest hits from Landview. One brother's loss was another's gain.
So it's going to be a heck of a night tonight.
You know, in the face of what's happened, I've convinced the board to stand behind you.
That's what friends do,
But
Chris.
this video that's all over the internet.
What about it? Get to the point.
You're out, Clint. I tried my best, but the board voted to drop you.
You want me to be man of the year?
I know it's potentially awkward, but we do believe you deserve it.
Blair wouldn't take no for an answer.
Look, I know you love the son of a bitch, and now he's gone. I get it. You're still going to the party, bitch. So dress nice. 8 o'clock.
Jeffrey revealed himself as a mole.
But seriously, you've done a bang-up job. I mean, ever since I sent you to London to befriend Matthew Buchanan, things have gone perfectly.
Uncle Clint, you there?
So Clint Buchanan is no longer man of the year?
No, it's amazing what a little alcohol and pharmaceutical compound can do to a man.
Danny and Michelle were seeing double.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
How could you?
Hey, these things happen.
And Todd fell into Carl Peterson's trap.
My sister may be volatile, but she has an entire army of support. And when Todd arrives, the twins will be together, and I will have them right where I want them.
More One Life to Live isn't even close to done yet.
The thing about Texas itself, the food I love.
Melissa Archer on her love for the Lone Star State. And your exclusive first look at next week's unbelievable season finale.
This is gonna be a fun night.
Welcome back to more One Life to Live. Sitting down with One Life to Live's Melissa Archer is like chatting with an old friend who just happens to be kind, talented, and gorgeous. And boy, did we chat. There was so much you didn't get to see last week that I told my producer, you roll the rest of that interview or heads will roll. And here it is.
After all these years of playing Natalie, I think there is a lot more Melissa in Natalie. I think Natalie, she's a little more feisty than I am in real life.
I am done.
I mean, I could be, I guess, a little feisty, but I think she's got a little more cojones than I do.
You don't know what love is.
Natalie, please.
I mean it, Dad. Get out.
Natalie may be slightly bolder, but Melissa says she's always had a will of steel about her craft.
A friend of mine said, hey, I'm going to be doing this play. You should come do it. And I said, okay. So I went, and I literally fell in love. And I turned to my mom, and I said, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
How much is true?
Making that dream come true meant leaving home at 18 and heading to Hollywood. But she's still a Lone Star girl at heart, so don't mess with Texas.
The thing about Texas itself, the food I love, especially Tex-Mex. It doesn't get better. And besides that, it's nice to go home. It's so big. There's just so much space. The people are great. You know, I go home and I'm so appreciative of where I come from, just the kindness that's there. And you can lose that on the coasts sometimes.
It's not quite Landview, but back in Los Angeles, Melissa has quite a cast of characters of her own.
I've got 4 awesome animals. I've got 2 dogs. One is a long-haired Chihuahua, and her name is Ginger. And I have a Morkie, and her name is Lulu. Ginger is kind of more of the, just let me be in your lap, pet me as much as you possibly can. Lulu, on the other hand, is like the, oh my God, hi, So excited to see you. You can even see her when she's trying to stay calm, and she'll be sitting there, especially if someone's over. That's what kills her. She's like sitting on me, and her eyes get bigger, and her head starts shaking like, I can't contain it. It's hilarious. Then I have Summer, my male cat, and then there's Bailey. She's a gray cat. She just kind of walks around and stares.
All right, Melissa got to brag about her kids, but hey, it's my show, so check out who came to see Melissa during our interview. That's right, my own kid, my baby Riley. And he showed off his special talent of swimming and fighting the water. Can you believe he learned that on his own? Okay, well, Melissa dreams of Texas. One of her One Life to Live castmates shared only with more a slightly more exotic homecoming. Shanaz Treasury sent us these snapshots. She says driving across country in India in search of food and a boyfriend. We know you'll find what you're looking for, Shanaz. The always provocative Robin Strasser is looking to the stars for guidance, the celestial kind. She tweets, "Is Mercury in retrograde? I'm feeling like I'm not making the grades I'd like to, though keeping a scorecard on yourself is a no-win situation." Moore always gives you an A+, Robin. And Laura Harrier is no Blanche Dubois, but is learning to depend on the kindness of strangers. She tweets, "People are so nice. It's raining and some random guy gave me his umbrella because mine was broken." Did you also get his phone number, Laura? I know a few folks around the Moore office who want to meet that guy. There's still a whole lot more One Life to Live. Jerry Verdorn on the season finale, you've got to see to believe.
Something not very good is going to happen.
And your exclusive first look next.
Your date has been banging me for months.
Here's more One Life to Live. We've been teasing you about how good next week's One Life to Live finale is, but you guys are tough. You say seeing is believing. Here's your exclusive first look, and never call me a tease.
You want to remove Matthew from everyone he loves so that you can have him for yourself.
I want Matthew to be happy.
Oh, well, he was, but that was before you showed up.
Lay off, Michelle.
What?
You heard me. Go suck up to your sugar daddy. Forget we're even here. This is gonna be a fun night.
Have you seen Vicky?
Why, no, isn't she here?
No, and we can't start without our mistress of ceremonies.
Indeed. Of course, we did have to find a substitute man of the year. Perhaps we'll have to have a substitute mistress of ceremonies.
Are you positive you're not being followed anymore?
I promise. We have nothing to worry about.
Oh, honey, FYI, your date has been banging me for months. And, I don't think he has any intentions on stopping.
Who's that guy?
That's Mr. Bandini.
Mr. Bandini?
Yeah, Brianna's uncle, Arturo Bandini.
What do you know about Brianna's uncle?
Is that who she said he was?
Who is he, Matthew?
He was Brianna's sugar daddy.
Bring the limo around the front entrance. Yeah, I'm on my way down. Ready or not, here I come.
Looks good, right? I think someone owes me an apology. Because I am a benevolent host, I dug up a little more for you. Don't tell anyone. Here's Jerry Verdorn with this more exclusive on next week.
Why don't you knock off the drinking before you get in even more trouble than you're already in?
And I remember looking for the liquor and finding the liquor and thinking about Bo and everybody else. And I'm thinking, oh, this is a great tagline.
No wonder you had me arrested, little brother. But this ain't over.
And he puts down the bottle and goes out the door, and you know something not very good is going to happen. And I think it's wonderful. Fans should be very excited by the spin-off of this cliffhanger because it's going to affect everybody. And it's going to affect everybody quite profoundly. The season finale is going to be just out of control. And the hint of it is, it ain't over, and believe me, it's not over.
Here's to me.
Now here's here's more of what we're working on for next week. More One Life to Live takes you behind the scenes of a cliffhanger. Plus, Only More has the mystery interview you don't want to miss. Until next time, make sure you connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you next week.